What I'm going to show you today is how to properly transplant a cactus. What I have here is a nice paddle cactus that is growing by my rose bushes. When I first put in the rose bushes, the cactus was kind of small and I decided to leave it. But within the last 6 months it's grown pretty huge since it's getting a really nice water source on a regular basis. So what I'm going to do is show you how to transplant this. The biggest thing is when you're transplanting a cactus is to pay attention to the direction that the cactus is facing. So with this cactus, kind of has a western and eastern exposure, and so when we go ahead and plant it, I want to make sure that since this plant kind of runs north and south, I want to make sure I plant it exactly the same way, and then I'll have the best chance of survival. Normally I would tell you, when in Tucson planting a $20 plant, you have to dig a $100 hole if you want it to survive. Now with the cactus, it's a little bit different story. They're pretty hardy, so what we want to do is make sure we give them a hole big enough to let the roots spread and that there isn't a bunch of caliche and rock underneath it so that it'll have a chance. But it doesn't need to be a giant hole. It was still quite a bit of work with the pickaxe. What we're going to do now is dig up the other plant, transport it, and bring it over here for replant. When I'm moving the cactus, I like to use either a tarp. This is some plant cover that I have. It's left outside, so I'm not too worried about it getting full of cactus spines. Or another great thing is an old piece of carpet if you have it. Great to wrap up and move a carpet. Cactus, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to dig it up, make it fall onto this. That way I can just pick it up, move it over there without getting full of cactus spines, and easily put it back in the hole for a replant. As you can see, I was able to get the cactus out with very little damage. Just going to go ahead and put just a little bit of dirt in there, place the cactus in place, pack some more dirt around it, and then I'll water it daily, probably for a couple of weeks. Or go daily for a week and then every other day for the next week, just to let those roots get set. You can see they have a really good root system on them, and you can see why I wrap it up, because that thing is just covered in stickers, and so am I. So that's the other thing I forgot to tell you, is whatever clothes you're wearing, you might want to be willing to throw them away after you get done moving the cactus. As you'll see, got a little bit of paddle damage here. What I was able to do is just take the fabric with the cactus in it and get it in place down there. Now I'll just fill around with dirt, pack it in place, give it some water, and it'll be fine. It's a completed cactus. It's a little beat up, but it's definitely no worse off than if it would have ended up in the dumpster. These other cactuses that you see here, they're also replants that were in parts of my yard where they were going to get run over or killed, and so I moved them here.